we're real excited to get you out to Country in the Park, and you're an opener, so you set the stage, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm excited to be back and hopefully put on a really great show for everybody.
One of the things that I want to bring up is the fact that you're from California,
Yeah.
and there really does seem to be, I don't know if it's a trend or what, but a lot of artists are coming from California these days, and that hasn't always been the case. You've got, Nate Smith is going to be on the bill. Of course, John Party is from around these parts. Is there something different about, growing up as a country music fan or artist performer on the West Coast as opposed to, the South or the Midwest?
I don't know. That's a great question. I think, like for me growing up, I was raised by a bunch of people from, Oklahoma, and we grew up on country music, and that's what they listened to. I don't know if that's what everybody else around me was listening to, but when we were riding around in, our grandparents' truck or sitting at the house, country music is usually what we were listening to. So, yeah, I think that, there's a lot more people exposed to it at a young age than you would think in California. And it just, for a lot of us, feels like home. So whenever we get to sing these songs.
What a great thing you did for a young man named Bryson Quick on American Idol, having him come up and join you on stage at the Grand Ole Opry. That's a really great hand up. Can you name somebody maybe in the business that gave you the same sort of break?
Oh, absolutely. Like getting to work with Luke Bryan for, years now since I've been on Idol has been absolutely, incredible and great for my career. He's letting me open up for him and come on stage and sing songs with him and taking me out on tour. And I've done a bunch of dates with him. So we just announced the farm tour that we're doing actually up y'all's way too. So yeah, he's been somebody who's constantly kind of always, been there to help lift me up. So I think anytime that I could do that for anybody else, you have to pay it forward too to the, kids who are up and coming in the scene. So I'm always grateful for all the things he's done for me. So I always try to, pay that back to anybody else I can help out.
You're an American Idol alum, winner, and there are some people sometimes who, say, well, these people who win talent contests, they didn't cut their teeth performing in bars on, weeknights with three other people in the, in the building. And like, it's almost this implication that you haven't earned it. That's not the case, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, for me, it definitely. I've been playing music, forever. American Idol was kind of like my last little glimpse of hope of trying to like be a, successful artist or musician in any way. And even when you get off the show, there's like you could. I won the show, and I'd go out somewhere in America and play, and I might have sold 50 or 60 tickets after I won. So it's like there's so many humbling experiences even after the fact. And if you want to, I always tell everybody who goes on it or comes off of it, if you want to stick around, you just put your foot on the gas pedal and just keep on making music, keep on touring, getting your name out there. And it's just one of those things that you can't slow down. So, I mean, you're going to face those moments before American Idol and after too. So, it's all about going back and building and building your audience. And organically, sometimes that's the best way to do it is just going and playing shows.
Now, it was your mom that urged you to try out for American Idol, right?
Yeah. Well, my mom, my stepdad, they kind of signed me up for it without me knowing.
Can you talk about the song "Mama" and how that came to be?
Yeah, that song is a special one for her. It's about some of the things that we went through, and it's very specific to our relationship and our history. And I wrote that while I was on American Idol, and I just was in a hotel room sitting in Hollywood, feeling really out of place, and just felt really bad for a lot of the things that I put my loved ones through. And so I sat and wrote that song. And really, most of those songs too, they're just they're more like to make for me, it's just making me feel good, or try to feel better about something. And I can't really fix everything, but I can write a song. So if I can do something like that for someone I love, then that's all it is. And, it's awesome that so many other, I feel like other people can really connect with that song and the relationship with their mother.
23 is such a raw, honest song. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, I'm not sure this is going to be a hit because it's almost too personal, but that's why it was a hit. And was there any reluctance on your part to release that, or any second guessing?
No, not at all. I mean, I think there was artists that I was listening to at the time who were, being just as vulnerable on records and singing about stuff that I just really related to. And for me as a listener, it just made me feel seen, or like I had somebody who, had been through what I was going through, or someone to relate to. So I think that's, for me, it was important to put out, I still try to put out music like that makes, can make someone feel like they're that person, or they can relate to it, and that they're not alone. So I think 23 is just, for me, something that was, like I said, the same way, like a journal entry or something, just to get off my chest. And by doing that, I think that's what made it just so, real for a lot of other people. They either know that person, or they've been that person, or, they know exactly what the song's talking about. And then some people just want to party and scream that nobody can drink like them. So it's kind of one of those songs that it goes both, it goes both ways. It's that 4 on the floor. It's catchy. So I think it's, if you listen to it, there's something there for it. Or if you just want to have fun and play the song, you can do that as well. And I think that's, what made it ultimately like a great song for me.
Well, speaking of personal, congratulations on your engagement.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
A few months ago. Is this year the year you get married, or?
Yes, this year we're shooting for October. We're having a real small wedding, Vegas style, and it'll be real quick and easy. So that's our plan.
Where are you registered? No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Someone asked me that the other day.
Well, listen, we'll let you get back to recording new stuff. We can't wait to hear your new stuff when you get here in May for Country in the Park. Thanks for taking a few minutes, Chayce.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for your time. Can't wait to see y'all.